Ladies and gentlemen, let me just do the usual share outs. How are we all doing? Are we all good? Hope you're drinking plenty of fluids, guys and gals. Right, so let me just share this out. I'm going to see if I can share it out on VK. Ooh, that'd be exciting. Hello, peeps. Lovely to see you. Hello, Merv. Oh, Merv, you old smooth dude you are. How's Gravesend today, son? Is it all right? How are we doing down there? Let me see if I can share this out to VK. Ooh, we're on VK now. Ooh, VK. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, VK, pretty decent platform. Don't mind if I say so myself. It is... the thing, there's been a lot of other platforms pop up over the years, right? And what can I share it out to VK? Oh, well, let's just share it out to the other two and I'll figure that one out later. So we'll just share this out to Facebook and MeWe, and then we're all good. Fiona, hello, darling. Nice to see you. Very lovely to see you. Monday, plandemic, scamdemic. Hope you're all enjoying yourself. In Massachusetts, mate, trust me, people are flying into VK right now, big time. I've had 60 people request me today. So let's hope that we can, that VK could just be the element of the social media platforms that we need to connect and to put everything together, all right, and actually come together. Would you believe it or not? That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Everyone come together for their country. You're losing your freedoms daily, weekly, hourly. In Massachusetts, the Bee Gees did a great song years ago called Massachusetts. There is two guys out there working for their local department, council, whatever, municipal buildings. I don't know what they call them in America. And this woman's video just had 1 million views. She's sharing it out. They're actually going along with spray paint and an arrow template, and they're spraying it on the pavement so you've got to walk the same way. Perhaps this coronavirus only goes one way. I don't know. What's an arrow got to do with distancing? Can someone tell me what craziness is going on in the world? But people are paying attention now, lovelies. Let me tell you, people are paying proper attention. Our illustrious leaders, Boris and all the others, they've elevated themselves into positions that you should all question, right? You should all question the positions. They've elevated themselves into a position of imperial leaders. We got to be careful, people. We got to be very careful. So yeah, Massachusetts, they've got these red arrows. Not the red arrows that fly over our countryside and give us fantastic displays of red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. Got to love a bit of red, white, and blue. None of that. But these red arrows are all pointing the same direction. They're probably about 4 to 5 meters apart. And you look down the path, you see all these arrows going the same way. So basically what that's saying is that everybody's got to walk down the street the same way. Wow, the Bolsheviks are here, aren't they? The Bolsheviks, the communists, they're here. I'd like to see them impose that in London, to be fair. Hyde Park the weekend, total disgrace from the Met Police. Could have broke a guy's ribs. They dropped him to the ground. I think he actually planted himself bum side down to the ground in protest, which I always thought you had a right to protest. It appears not. It appears that you don't have a right to protest. As everyone, let's all say everyone is. We've got, are you on there? Bill, we got people communicating on this lovely YouTube stream. Beautiful. It's lovely to see the numbers start coming up, peeps. It's really, really, really encouraging to start seeing all these lovely numbers come up. Gumshoe Sleuth, hello, gorgeous. I'm going to be ringing Alan later today. I tried him yesterday, but he said he weren't up for a chat. I understand, but I want to make sure he's all right. I really do. Deb Star, hello, gorgeous. Morning, loader plandemic, scamdemic. Police in Hyde Park had no social distancing. No, it don't affect them. Police can't catch this. They're immune. They're immune. I've ordered eBay. I've got a police uniform coming through. Yeah, midget size. I've got a midget size police uniform coming through in the post with all them lovely crusty lapels with the little chrome bits on and the thing with the hat. And I've got it coming, man. I'm going to be able to walk everywhere. I'll be able to go into town. And this virus will just go, can't touch him. Look at him. Look at it. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, can't touch him. But that should tell you how much of a farce it is. And I said yesterday, if there really was a killer thing out there that was topping people over like there's no tomorrow, and next year, when it comes to December, this year going into next year, I am going to scream from the rafters telling you all to watch out for the flu. All right, because 30,000 people die a year of the flu. But we don't all have a meltdown. This is a plandemic, scamdemic, people. This is all to take your liberties and freedoms. This is all about a one world, new world order government. This is being implemented all around the world by world leaders. Trust me. All over Europe, all over China, everywhere. The Chinese people are in far worse of a situation than we are. They are on a social scoring system where if they jaywalk in China and they're forbidden to jaywalk, their face appears on a massive screen for all this facial recognition, and the whole town and street go, oh, look at him, look at her, look, whoa, she's jaywalked, right? So your face gets flashed up on all this screen, right? We've now got DARPA dogs going around parks telling you to go home. We've got these little robots popping up on the side of roads, blue and yellow, with antennas on the top, catching everyone out, facial recognition. What have you allowed, people? You've allowed this 1984 thing to come in, right? So in China, if you do that a couple of times a day and the state thinks, whoa, they're pushing their luck, they're opposing the imperialistic leaders like Darth Vader, what they do is they turn your credit card off, all right? They switch it off, and I may suggest that you will keep using cash as much as you can until you're, if you go into a shop and they say, no, we're not, you must take cash, it's legal tender. You are obliged to. Stop with this nonsense and skullduggery, please. But if you do that in China, you go into a shop and they switch your card off, guess what? You can't buy your eggs and bacons and dog meat, and you certainly can't buy any lovely bottles of Moet Chandon. They just won't let you. And that could be the way that we're going. That could actually be the way that this is going, and the way that they want to play it out. Who knows? Yes, use cash. Cash is king, man. They say, well, hang on. If you go to a fuel station, I might catch cash. Hang on, I've just used your fuel pump. You're out there. Everyone's using the fuel pumps. You've probably gone out and locked them up overnight time. You know what? So I'm touching the stuff that you've touched. So come on now, stop with this messery. It's disgusting. Paul Jones, hello, Paul. Lovely to see you. And every single person on this chat now, including me, and following their script. DUH, get rid of the internet first and stop moaning about what they're telling you, thinking you're the intelligent one. Yeah, exactly. We have. I think there's going to come a time and a place shortly that we've actually got to all come together. We are going to have to mobilise and formalise, because we've got imperialistic leaders now that have locked everyone. It's not a lockdown; it's a lock up. Everyone's been locked up for a plandemic, scamdemic, and there's so many people now that are exposing this for what it is. And if you can't see it, normal everyday people at home, that there's something not quite right, something stinks. And to prove that, you've only got to go and do a bit of research on the Black Death, the Spanish flu. Do a bit of research, read some journals on the Spanish flu and the Black Death, all recorded in history. You can go and find it on the internet anywhere, right? And read what was happening at the time. The people were throwing their dead out in the streets, people. Have you seen any of that? Have you seen... And all this key worker business. Oh, we've got to clap the key workers. Let me tell you something about a key worker, right? The key workers right now are having it off. They're having a swindle. Whatever you want to call a key worker. I thought everybody was a key worker because I thought all men were created equal. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps I'm talking baloney. Perhaps I'm talking out of my posterior. I don't know. But these key workers might be key workers now, but when everything shuts down, there's no food, no fuel, no this, no that, because they've crashed the economy and everyone's become a beggar. then it's going to affect them. So it's very foolhardy to sit there and think, oh, I'm a key worker, right? I'll just do what I like at the moment. Yes, you might be able to do that. Yes, you might be able to go out in the road, so I'm a key worker, and a couple of goes, carry on. You're in Nazi Germany. Papers, please. Papers, please. Can I see your papers? No, you can't see me papers. Go and do one. I don't live in a tyranny. I don't live in a internal death camp. What is playing on? So research a bit of history, ladies and gentlemen. Go and find, and if you can, let me tell you now, right? Try and grow some food. I've just plucked up my spuds this morning, right? I've put a bit more soil around them. They're growing like beauties. I've just put a load of fertilizer on them. You, if you can, and here's the thing, right? You can grow tomato plants in a grow bag. A grow bag you can go and get from wherever for about £1. Grow as much as you can. Grow cucumbers in that same bag. Do whatever you can. 10-litre, 5-litre pots. Just try and find some pots. You might find them on Facebook. You might find them on any local resource sites, right? Just fill them with fertilizer and get them going. And you can grow stuff by wicking it in water. So you grow it on the top of the plant. All right, you don't get the nutrition that you get from the soil, but I'll tell you what, you're gonna have to start growing some stuff this year. Even if you're in a flat on a balcony, you can grow. You'll be surprised, right? I've seen some balconies of people that grow their own food, and it is amazing. Not only that, it's really healthy for you, and it's beautiful to look at all that greenery stuff, and it's as cheap as chips. When you get the end of the season, you keep your seeds, you grow them the following year. You can be pretty much self-sufficient in that. And I think it would take a massive burden off the system as well, because the system's feeling the pinch. This isn't a given. The food and the fuel, it's not a given, people, especially when you've locked the country down. It's that house of cards thing. You pull at the bottom, it all falls down. And that's just truth, right? That's every. Oh, by the way, VK is amazing. Thank you, Trevor, for pulling that one up. We're all essential. Absolutely right, Fiona. Oh, I'm a key worker. I'm going, no, you ain't a key worker. What are you chatting about? What's all this key? You bowing down to this doctrine, are you, that there's special people that have special wings and special abilities to go and do stuff that you don't have the right to go and do? We're just a nation of beggars, right? You have to beg to use the roads. You have to beg to have a home. We've got to stop this. And who's caused it? The banks. Who does Boris Johnson work for? The bankers. They all work for the bankers, all right? Every single one of them, they just work for the bankers. We've got to get a grip of this, because they're gonna finish us off, people, in many different ways. Starve us out. Whatever vaccines are coming, we know what's coming in the old vaccines, don't we? You know, we're gonna stuff it. I can't be doing it. Got potatoes, carrots, spring onions, lettuce, rocket. Oh, beautiful, Deb. Yeah, we're growing loads. I've just been in me polytunnel this morning and just give them a bit of a feed up. Grow as much as you can, peeps. There will come a time when you'll think, I wish I'd listened to Dave. If it costs you 20 quid to go and buy some seeds and some soil, you are gonna later on, you're gonna see that investment, and it'll give you an interest whilst you're all stuck at home on lockdown, right? Get some seeds through eBay, go and find somewhere that's got a bit of compost and some pots, Bob's your uncle, 25 quid. You'll be growing some greatness. You'll be growing all your own stuff. You're becoming a little bit tiny self-sufficient where you're not relying on the system all the time. That's my kind of anarchy, people. That's my kind of anarchy, is not having to rely on the system and doling out these little death notes. Debt notes. About right now, give me liberty or give me death. Unless there's a virus with a 99% recovery rate, in which case strip me of my freedoms, my job, my constitutional rights, and put me under house arrest. How true is that? How true is that? There was someone years ago that was questioned, and he said, give me liberty or give me death. That's my kind of ethos. Your freedom and your life is a God-given gift. You have to live it. You have to fulfill, right? Bob Marley said, you've got to fulfill the book. You have to fulfill the book. What's the point in this crazy, crazy situation that's going on right now? In Massachusetts, they're all going to have to follow and walk the same way. That's a communist indoctrination. That's fascism and tyranny at the top. And then if you break their golden rules because they own everything, they own the lots, then they're going to find you and find you butt big time. It's disgusting. These people are evil, wicked people. Look, people, you need germs, right? You need a little bit of dirt in your life to build your immunity. It's pretty good. It's quite bomb-proof in a way. I take loads of vitamins, vitamin D, C, K, loads. Folic acids, I take loads because you need to. The nutrition's not in the food, guys. The nutrition is not in the food. The processed food that you're buying from supermarkets now might taste tasty, but it's nutritionally dead. There's nothing in it. That's why the cancer rate's going berserk, berserk, berserk. So this plandemic, scamdemic, this is all part and parcel of their engineering, right? Because we're all engineered, and what we have to do is reverse engineer their engineering. Guess what? Another VK ad. Go on, I've had 10 people want to have me in the last quarter of an hour. How beautiful is that? So VK, we can speak the truth on VK. I'm going to be doing live streaming from VK. So if you can get over VK, VK is a social media platform. It's based in Russia. And there's lots of patriots over there. There's lots of great people over there. And they're all expressing their views freely. Their videos are not being taken down. Their profiles are not being deleted. It would appear that the Russians quite like and enjoy free speech. So God bless them for that. Let's see what's happening today out there in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what craziness is going on. We've got nurses speaking out now. We've got nurses putting their jobs on the line, speaking out and paying the price. We've got coppers in America speaking out and paying the price for freedom. That guy the other day, Officer Anderson, gorgeous looking man, I think he was ex-veteran, was saying, look, what's going on? Why are we abusing people's constitutional rights? We shouldn't be doing it. I implore all my officers and compatriots to be doing, my peers, he calls them, to be doing the same. And although he got some really nice comments from people he worked with in the beginning, once it hit 400,000 views, then the force decided to say to him out there, oh, by the way, you've lost your job. So that man has now lost his job. But I tell you what, his spirit is good. Danny Welsh is saying, so I went to Hyde Park Rally on Saturday with my mate. We done a live YouTube video, and it hit over 1,000 views within an hour. Then all the brainwashed snowflakes who I work with seen the video. So this morning I get a phone call from HR department saying that my work colleagues have complained about me being at the rally. So I can't come back to work unless I've been tested for 2 weeks off. People, what are we living in? What are we living in? God, dear. I do not. It might be too late. It might be. Nah, we're going to be all right. We're going to smash it. Don't worry. I don't consent, so I'll never get tested. So now I have to waste my holiday and have 2 weeks off. The level of brainwashing and indoctrination is very scary. Unbelievable. So here's a guy that's been up to the rally on Saturday protesting for his rights and everybody's rights and freedoms. And his people at work have snitched on him and said, oh, and so he's now got to have 2 weeks off and probably, in all truth, will lose his job. I will say that will transpire and they say, don't bother coming back in. Stay at home, save lives, protect the NHS. Unless you protest, then I want to die of COVID. There's some fantastic stuff going on out there. Social media is playing a big part in all this. For all the different mediums and outlets, it is pretty good. But we are living in a country now with imperialistic leaders that tell us where to go, where we can go, where we can't go, who we can see, who we can't see, who we can hug, who we can't hug, where we can live, where we can't live, where we can travel down the road in our cars, where we can't. If we can't and we don't service them with their paperwork, they drag you out and probably beat you after death. It's not a country I want to live in like that. Not a world I want to live in like that. Freedom is more than a 7-letter word, ladies and gentlemen. And we should be really paying attention right now of what is going on. The constitutional restraints that were placed and put on limitations of the crown, which is the government, because we are the crown people. When we step back into the Bible and we stand back in as man, we become the crown. We are the crown. We are the sovereigns. There's no disputing in that. There is nobody here that can dispute that we're all individual sovereigns. We are. And we've forgotten that. This is the big thing. We've forgotten it. We've forgotten who we truly are. And we're very powerful. We can be very powerful, provided we're doing it with the right ethos, the right energy, and the right light. And we can achieve anything, but people will say, oh, no, there's nothing I can do. It's too late. The government have taken control of everything. Well, if that's the world you want to live in, and you want to live on your knees, and you want to bow down to these imperialistic masters and leaders, just like Darth Vader, you crack on. I'm, for one, I'm not prepared to do that. And I will come up with the solutions and remedies to help all of you people give them back their property and to reverse engineer the system, because that's all we've got to do. They only own a piece of paper, ladies and gentlemen, and they're killing people for it because they think that we are the piece of paper and we are in the land of the dead, and we're clearly not. We're sovereign, we're souls, right? When you tell the system that you're a soul and a spirit, they tend to run the other way because they can't harm a soul or a spirit. They're not allowed to. So I thought I'd pop in here this morning, ladies and gentlemen, and sort of say, you know, what's going on in the world. To all those that went up to protest for their freedoms and that, whether you agree with what they did on Saturday or not. I mean, protesting for me is foolhardy now, unless there's a plan, unless there is some coming together and some direction with doing events that actually make a difference. I'm all in. But until then, and it's just protesting, then no, there's no point in attending, because it's just a waste of time and a waste of energy. We need to have some serious direction there, people. And there's a lot of good people out there that have that direction and how we can take back our country for the decency, for good. And what's not to like? Wouldn't you want to live? Wouldn't you want to do away with this darkness? Would you not want to come and live in a country of greatness, prosperity, freedom? Yeah, vision, where people with vision are allowed to be free. The people in Bulgaria, through their lockdown, I think it was last week, their police have now stood down and they're standing side by side with the Bulgarian people. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that beautiful? And we've got our Keystone cops here basically virtually killing people and imposing their tyrannical orders. They're being ordered to do this. They're getting orders, and we know what happens to all the followers. We know what happens to all the followers. It always ends in a bad situation. I don't care how long it takes, but it will always end in a bad situation, and all the followers will always be able to count. That's the way this universe works. So if you're out there and you've got a uniform on and you're not discerning with your own man what is your mind with what is right and what is wrong, then I don't really know what to say to you, because I think at some point you will be held accountable. I really do. So, peeps, I will be back to you later today. I might try VK Live very, very shortly. I've just come in to get out the sun for half hour. I've been out gardening. So I always make hay when the sun shines and always find an opportunity to come and talk to all you great, gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful people. Think they're immune, Trevor, says Fiona Pullen. Yeah, processing don't work unless you've got millions. Absolutely right, Trev. And if you have millions of people, you can achieve anything. Let me tell you, there will be no stopping you. And what's there to lose? Everyone's on lockdown. Everyone's losing their business. People that have built up their business, family business over years and years and years and years and years. And this government think it's clever to do it. It's not clever to do it, because ultimately it's their downfall. Because when you make a country beg and there is no solution, what you will find is you'll find that a few people will come along that start speaking truth and vision, and the people will get behind them. And before you know it, the ones that thought they owned and controlled everything are out on the street, and the country's going in a different direction. So, but once people have got nothing left what have you got left to lose? If you've had your business taken away, your kids taken away, your cars taken away, your houses taken away, what option is there left for you apart from to go and have some? And that's what will happen. And these people in government don't quite see that and quite understand that that is a reality of what happens when a people have been so badly admonished and chucked into the ground that their only option is to fight and stand and to make a difference and make a change. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, that time is coming. I do feel it. So, peeps, I will love you and leave you. I will see you a little bit later today. Thanks for all your beautiful comments and your time that you take out to tune into these gorgeous videos. Please share. Please talk to your families. Please share this message. This is the future for your loved ones. This is something we need to do for the kids, for the future. We need to stand tall like our ancestors stood tall for us and didn't tolerate tyranny. And we need to give them the same luxury that they afforded us. I'll see you all later. Stay blessed, stay loved, and have blessed days. Take care.